to another episode of YouMind. Today we're talking about AI judgments. It seems like the AI trends are already here, but we haven't noticed. So let me bring out the facts and see if you end up concluding that AI trends are already here. And we as Zimbabweans should worry about this.
Resume Builder did a survey in 2013 where 4 in 10 companies anticipated layoffs in 2024.
It's so easy to believe that the layoffs were as a result of global recession that was looming and that is still looming. Let's see the facts that Resume Builder brought to us. So 30% of companies says they are likely to have layoffs in 2024. This was in 2023. 52% are likely to implement a hiring freeze in 2024. And half says anticipation of recession is the reason for potential layoffs. That's 50%. 4 in 10 says layoffs are due to replacing workers with artificial intelligence. Then 3 in 10 companies reducing or eliminating holiday bonus this year. I don't know for those who go to holidays. So the big issue here is the intersection between the 30% of the companies that say they're likely to lay off in 2024 and the 52% that are likely to implement a hiring freeze in 2024. That's a big number, and we should be worried about that if a company just decide not to hire. Okay, so 4 in 10 companies says layoffs are due to replacing workers with artificial intelligence. June 3, 2024, Microsoft cuts jobs in Azure, HoloLens, and the other units in the latest move to control cost. It's so easy to think they wanted to control cost only, and this has nothing related to AI. Let's see the facts. That very same headline ended up saying Microsoft employed about 227,000 people worldwide at the end of 2023 calendar year, down from 232,000 a year earlier, that was 2022. So it's more of 5,000 people were laid off between 2022 and 2023 at Microsoft. So according to the numbers tracked by Geekwire based on regulatory filings and earnings calls, headcount at the end of March was about 1% lower than a year earlier. That's worrying. 1% of a large number of people, it's a big number. Okay, now in 2024, Microsoft laid off nearly 2,000 employees in January in its gaming unit, 3 months after the tech giant completed a $69 billion acquisition of Activision Blizzard. That's the company's largest acquisition ever. Okay, that's 2,000 employees retrenched in January. Okay, these cutbacks came as Microsoft tried to maintain its profit margins. The headline was saying the latest move was to control its cost. Okay, but now the cutbacks came as Microsoft tried to maintain its profit margins and heavier capital spending, which is designed to provide the cloud infrastructure needed to train and deploy the models that AI. That's worrying. So 4 in 10 companies says layoffs are due to replacing workers with artificial intelligence. And then you see here Microsoft retrenched around 200 people as a way of maintaining their profit margins, considering that they need also to acquire cloud infrastructure to help train AI models. One thing about AI, it's expensive. It's actually expensive to train an AI model, and it's a core for cost. It calls for a lot of cost associated with AI. So here 2,000 people were retrenched, and Microsoft wanted to create a gap in terms of cost so that it can actually train its model. It can actually provision for the power that is needed to train its model. So it's AI that cost this is genuine, but it's hidden under the name of cost. That's what I think, and that's an YouMind. Okay, let's look at another company. Paytime parent company 197 Communication is looking to significantly reduce its employee cost this fiscal year. According to the report by the Financial Express, the company might cut around 15 to 20% of its workforce. The report says, to manage its growing losses, 197 Communications aims to save 400 to 500 rupees. So Indians have got this weird way of counting. So they are saying 400 to 500 crore rupees by reducing its workforce by 5,000 to 6,300 employees. They are reducing their workforce to 5,000 or up to 6,300 employees. They are changing 15 to 20%. That's a big number. Consider Microsoft was losing 1% of their workforce, and Microsoft is a big company, and this one is changing 15 to 20%. That's a worrying number. So it seems like in 2024, a lot of companies have been retrenching people. There might be a reason behind all this retrenchment. It's up to us to determine what was the reason for the retrenchments, but it all seems like it's AI behind all this. In conclusion, there was a report that says the use of artificial intelligence will reduce the number of workers at 1,000 of companies over the next 5 years. This was according to the global survey of C-suite executives of big companies. They are saying they will reduce their workforce in the next 5 years. That's so worrying. And what might be the main issue behind all this? Is it AI? According to all the facts that I've gathered, it seems like it's AI related. It's AI replacing people. They're trying to reduce costs so that they accommodate AI within their companies. Does this affect Zimbabwe space? It's a question that we have to think in your mind.